Good morning, and today we have Stacey. Thank you for coming up here.
You're welcome. I'm glad to be here. So I guess we've only got a couple minutes. I'm here to talk a little bit about what I've got going on. Have you ever tried to learn a language?
I do. I actually want to learn French.
You want to learn French? Have you ever tried?
I have not tried.
I have not tried. I kind of understand the pain of trying and not getting there.
Yes.
In my research, about 5% of people that try fail or succeed. Everybody else fails. Now, if your mechanic was that good, how often would you call him back? You would. Yeah, me neither. So
that's a low percentage.
A few years ago, I tackled Mandarin Chinese. My goal had been to learn some new language, Spanish, German, something like that. I've tried a bunch of them, and I've learned words, but I had never gotten conversational, and I felt really frustrated by that. So during COVID, had a lot of time on my hands. I'm like, I'm going to tackle this. I'm going to succeed. I'm going to get it done. And I went through a traditional program. It was about 3 months long. And at the end of it, I knew exactly as much as when I started. And I'm like, this ain't going to do. So I spent a lot of time researching, got into cognitive development, got into how we learn things, how we learn languages, what's necessary. And I found a path that works, and it works in accordance with the way that we actually learn languages. And I discovered that the way most courses teach is 180 degrees backwards of what we need in order to learn a language. So I took what I learned, I implemented it, and I went from doofus to actually being able to have conversations. And then I realized other people might benefit from this. So I've created a website called Jibberty.com, Jibberty.com. And we're in development on the software right now, but hopefully by the first of the year, maybe sooner, we'll have something where people can dive in and learn language the way we're designed to learn it and actually succeed and not be frustrated like so many learners are.
And that's for all languages?
So we are going to start with the 3 most spoken languages in the world. That would be English, then Spanish is number 2, and Mandarin Chinese is number 3.
Okay.
So it'll be a great resource for people who've immigrated to the U.S. and want to learn English and learn it well. Learn it on a conversational level, not on a like academic kind of level. It's too much for people to dive into when they're brand new. You just want to be able to converse with people, do business, get down the road, all of that. That's kind of what we focus on.
And so with that being said, starting off, like, how do you have it set up, like, from the beginners? Like, how can they all start doing? Just start with speaking, writing?
We are doing something different. I found out there are 3 things that have to happen. They have to happen at the same time, and one of them is most important. You have to learn how to listen, learn how to hear the language. You have to learn to understand what it means, not just memorize a list of words with definitions, but actually understand what a word or phrase or concept means. And then you have to be able to engage with a real person to converse with it. Listening is the most important. That builds the foundation on everything. When you're a baby, you spend months, if not a year or 2, listening before you even try to talk to anybody.
Yeah.
And that builds that foundation. And even though we are adults and we have more developed linguistic skills, we still need that process. And so we launch you out in a program that covers those 3 bases and does it from day one. Another thing that I learned is you have to build really strong foundations really fast, or it's in one ear and out the other.
Yeah.
So when we launch, we're going to have a language boot camp. Okay. So say you take French. You jump in. Number 1, you're excited. Number 2, you're interested. Number 3, you can find all the time you need for about 7 days.
Yes.
Because you're going to nail this, right? You're going to come out, you're going to win. And you dive in, you get this language boot camp. It takes approximately 2 hours a day broken up into increments throughout the day. And over 7 to 14 days, you're going to get the foundations of a language being conversational, functional in it. So you could get around, you could get a taxi, get something to eat if you were to jump into France or go to Quebec or someplace. That's not fluency, but that builds that foundation. You get to the end, you're like, crap, I can talk to somebody in French. This is awesome. Now you're excited, you're motivated, and the 20 minutes or so a day that you put into it from there on, that builds on the foundations.
I love that for people who can learn that, especially a person like me who wants to learn to speak different languages. So to have
Absolutely.
something like that, it makes it much easier because I do find it hard to when you do try to learn or speak another language.
Absolutely.
It's like you get excited, but it's just like
But then it drags you down.
yeah, and it takes out the excitement to have a software or an app like that to come to life, to have it more easier and have it more exciting for people to access it, to make it more fun and understandable. It makes it more interesting to do things like that.
And I'll tell you, there's no quick rich scheme in learning languages.
Oh,
So
no.
you got to do the stuff, and you have to stick with it while it's hard. But the Jibberty system works with you instead of against you to help you achieve that language proficiency.
And there's going to like be AI software that's going to work with you on that.
There's some AI software, but it's really, really important to connect with real live people.
Yes.
There's the emotional connection. There's the fact that people don't follow scripts. AI does. There's the fact that people have experiences. AI just has prompts. And so you can learn by conversing with AI, but you learn far, far better by connecting with people.
Oh, yeah, that's very important too. And so you said it'd be available next year.
Well, I will be pitching at the TS Bank competition on November 6th, and my hope is to have the core working well enough for people to look at it and kind of get their fingers wet in it. By the first of the year, I hope to have something that the people can jump into and actually use and launch into one of those 3 languages. And once we work out the bugs and the kinks, we'll start rolling up new languages as quickly as we can.
That is great. I actually am very excited to hear something like that, especially with me wanting to learn French. So Spanish, I hear they say though Spanish is the first thing you should really learn how to learn, and then you just go from there.
You know, I have started with Spanish, and I got to where I could talk to people about their phone bills, but I'm not conversational in Spanish. So that's my next one to work on once I kind of nail down Mandarin.
And what's the age it starts off with as you?
Due to privacy rules and so forth, we're just going to focus on 18 and over right now.
Okay.
And then once we develop the full body of it, then we'll build a custom site for younger people. We're connecting real people with real people. We'll build some things for schools and so forth. But right now, 18 and above, anybody in the world.
Oh, okay. That's pretty cool. Is there anything else you want to give a shout out to, or they can find you on?
They can. We've got a page there where you can go and get on our mailing list. So I invite you to visit Jibberty.com. Throw your name and email in there. Vote on the language you want to, or languages you want to learn. We'll consider that as we roll out new languages. The hot topic languages that people are asking for, we'll put our focus on pulling those up. We're also, this is cool, we are working on heritage preservation of native languages as well. One of them we're in active talks about is Sioux Lakota.
Okay.
And so if people are interested in some of those languages as well, let us know. They're not on the list, but you can definitely email and let us know.
Okay, so those will be coming soon.
Those will be coming soon.
Well, thank you, Stacey, for joining us today.